an amazing guy who was my sheriff. So anyway, that's why I thought it was appropriate to have him as our final conversation during Police Week. And if you missed that, just go to newsradiowrva.com, newsradiowrva.com. You know that I love Tech for Troops. I really do. I love what that organization does. And my buddy Dave Saunders said, are you aware of this event that Tech for Troops is putting on? And I thought, well, if I'm going to hear about it, then everybody's going to hear about it. And Mark Casper, who is the CEO over at Tech for Troops, is joining us. Mark, it's been a while, but welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you having me on. And yes, sir, it has been a minute, but you know, I never miss you.
Well, that is so very, very kind. Remind everybody what it is that you guys do at Tech for Troops, and then let's talk about this event, because, boy, it sounds like a blast and a half.
You bet, Jeff. Thanks. So we take computers and IT equipment, refurbish it, and provide it to veterans in need and their families, active duty and their families as well, all across the United States. So we're helping them bridge that digital divide, that economic development piece that some folks need to be able to either go to school or to attend college or get a certificate or just even apply for a job or telehealth. That's what a tool of a computer does for folks, and that's what we provide.
And where do you get the computers? Remind everybody about that.
So we have corporations and individuals both donating to us because we guarantee your data destruction. Most hard drives have ones and zeros all on them, right? All of them do. But what we do is we either wipe it to HIPAA standards, right? So federal government standards, or we have a hard drive shredder and shred it down to tiny pieces. So those computers come in and we guarantee your data's gone. And then we provide that computer out after we refurbish it to that veteran, no matter where they're at in the United States.
You said you have a hard drive shredder. Now, just hang on a second here. Now, are you taking them out like to a shooting range somewhere and we're all just throwing a bunch of lead down range, or is there an actual machine that crunches hard drives?
You know, I would love to go find a range that would allow me to do that, but there's not one that I know of. But we do. We have a hard drive shredder, turns into tiny pieces. The NSA standard for a solid state drive, a non-moving hard drive, right? There's no moving pieces in it, it's just electronic, is I think it's 2 millimeters. Our shredder goes down to that level of 2 millimeters for that information, that data, that electronics that's in that hard drive. And when there's a platter in it, it goes down to about the same thing or close to it on a laptop, on a desktop hard drive, which is much bigger and heavier, crunchier. Well, Jeff, let's just do this. Let's have you come in and shred a hard drive or two and see what it's like, because it feels really good doing it.
I'll bet it does. All right.
It does.
We should do that. Let's sell. We should just sell some tickets to shred the hard drives. But before we get
that idea,
right? All right. So I'll be there. I'll help you. Do I actually get to put it in the machine and like push a button?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And I promise you won't lose a finger or two. You might lose a hand, but not a finger or two.
Okay. Well, Mark, I'm going to take that under advisement. Now, the other thing you guys are doing, this one I might be, I might be a little more open to this. What exactly is this big event you got coming up?
So we are having a Bourbon and Cigars event this coming Friday, May 22nd. The doors open for VIP at 5 p.m. or 1700 for the military types, and 1800 or 6 p.m. for what we call the Riverside Experience. It's at the American Legion Post 354, right on the James River. So you're literally going to be standing on the side, looking out over the water, either smoking a good cigar and drinking a bourbon, or drinking a bourbon and smoking a cigar. One or the other, but you're going to have a great time doing it. We have a Navy SEAL commander, retired, who's our guest speaker, and he's going to be speaking for about 30 to 45 minutes, answering questions at the end as well for what you want to know, what Navy SEALs go through or what they've done. And he's willing to come out and tell you some stories. So we're going to have that as well. And then for the VIP experience, we have a wild game meat station, so you'll be able to eat some bison and other things. Really cool. And then we have Exitoso Cigars going to be there. They're our primary cigar. And you'll be able to learn all about cigars from a professional and a guy who is like, he super duper knows everything. And the bourbon comes from Four Branches Bourbon, which was started by military members.
Yeah.
And it's quite good.
Wow. Well, yeah, I love all of that. I think you probably could have stopped just when you said bourbon and cigars, but I mean, you kept going, great details. And it's, for folks who are listening, going, okay, I'm in. How do they get these tickets, man?
So you can go to techfortroops.org, techfortroops.org. On the top right-hand side, you'll see a Bourbon and Cigars link, and then there's to the tickets. You'll get it there, and you'll see what we're offering. Okay. We're doing a lot more than just the Bourbon and Cigars and the guest speaker and the cigars. We have vendors who are showing up. It's a high-class event, not like, tuxedos and stuff, but business casual, no shorts, no T-shirts, no, none of that. But we have like high-class clothing. We have a knife maker coming in, going to show us wares, something that's like really cool. Monumental Honor is going to be there, another nonprofit. They're one of our partners. Right. They're going to learn about Monumental, the monument that we want to put up. I want to be part of this. Put up on Monument Avenue for the Medal of Honor winners in Richmond, who came from Richmond. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing that's outside the norm. We always try to do our events up to the nth degree, and I believe this time we're going to knock a home run on the first swing.
All right, so techfortroops.org, techfortroops.org. You can go there, and there's a bourbon and cigar link. I got to know, inside of Tech for Troops, who was it that decided to give bourbon the top billing over cigars?
ABC.
Okay, gotcha. Just checking. I just wanted to know.
That was a good question, though. You almost got me on that one.
All right. So techfortroops.org. What is this monument for Medal of Honor winners? Don't go sliding past that there, Mr. Casper.
Oh, well, these guys are great. I met them a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember when we had, snow after we had 90-degree weather? I do. Well, I met them out at an event, and I just fell in love with their nonprofit. Honestly, I did. There are 9, I'm pretty sure it's 9, it could be 6, Medal of Honor winners from the city of Richmond, from this area, and we want to put up a monument on Monument Avenue to the Medal of Honor winners in Richmond. And that just makes perfect sense to me. I mean, I don't see any kind of clash with anything on that because it's Medal of Honor winners.
Right. Oh, I love that. All right, well, I'll tell you what, Mark, I'm in on that. You let me circle me in, include me there. You let me know what I can do to help out on that. Let
me tell you this, though. I have a ticket waiting for you for Bourbon and Cigars. Your name will be on it.
I love it.
And when you come in, it's on American Legion Post 354, right on the James River, right off Robius Road. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I will have a ticket waiting for you, Jeff.
All right. Well, I mean, you're a great man anyway. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate
Thank
that.
You.
And one more time, so techfortroops.org. Is there a cutoff? Do we need to get the tickets today, or are they going to be available right up to the event?
Almost right up to the event. We're going to do it like Thursday night. Okay. So because we can, print them all out and we'll have individual envelopes for folks.
Okay.
So when they're coming in, so they know what they're getting.
Okay.
And you'll have your paddle for the live auction. If it's not raining too hard, we're going to have a live auction.
Ooh, I love that. What are we auctioning off?
Yep. So have you ever heard of a gentleman by the name of John Barber?
Yes.
He is a local artist. He has a print for us, signed print, numbered, and he donated it to us. It's called the Perfect Cast. It's literally on the James River, and it's a gentleman using a fly fishing rod doing the perfect cast. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have a high-end computer, a Mac, that's going to be for auction. It's about a $3,000 computer, I believe it is. For auction, and then we have a signed bottle of bourbon from 4 Branches that the Navy commander is going to sign.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, yeah, they're all winners. I mean, each and every one of those is worth bidding on. Again, it's this Friday, and to get the tickets, you said you're going to keep them live probably right up through Thursday evening. Techfortroops.org. Techfortroops.org.
Yep, would love to see us sell out. It would be an amazing. It's going to be an amazing event, whether it's raining or not. Yeah. We're really going all out for this because me being a Marine, but my veteran brothers and sisters, my active duty military family that we all support. We're trying to raise funds to support them.
You sure are. Well, listen, you're doing a great job with Tech for Troops. You know that. Many of us who are part of that Wear Red on Fridays thing, I love seeing the posts from Tech for Troops. I love what you guys do. I've loved it for years.
Thank you.
And this is going to be an absolute blowout as well. Mark, I appreciate you being here. Let's get you back sooner rather than later so we keep everybody updated on what Tech for Troops is doing, all right?
I really appreciate it, Jeff. Have yourself a phenomenal night, everybody.
Thank you, sir. That is Mark Casper. Great guy there. He's the CEO of Tech for Troops. If you are not doing anything on Friday evening and you enjoy a nice stogie, you enjoy a nice bourbon, you want to hang out with some really great folks right on the James River at the American Legion Post, just go to techfortroops.org, techfortroops.org.